Hey guys, Mike here from Rust Bros. Just a reminder, winter is coming. And if you don't want your vehicle to look like my 69 Roadrunner here, get yourself over to your nearest Krown Rust Proofing Center or go online at krown.com and find out where you can purchase it and do it yourself. But I'm serious, winter is coming. I'm gonna go see Bill Tavares and check out his 1971 Porsche 911 Targa. Is it pretty? Little tears of joy stream down my chubby little cheeks. It's cool. I'm just losing my shit over a car. He's been sitting in his underground garage there for 20 years, waiting for me to come and buy it. Oh yeah, baby. I wanted one of these since I was a kid. I have no intention of ever selling this car. My kid will end up with this car, Bill.
But I got a surprise for you in the hood.
Basically, how the Porsche came into my possession. When Dave Seymour showed up and talked to me about Robbie, ended up buying the station wagon. As he left, as God is my witness, he stuck his head out the window and said, "Do you know anyone interested in a 71 Porsche Targa that's been parked for 20 years? The color's amazing, green with a black interior, like a frost, silver green metallic, I don't know." Said, "I've been waiting 50 years to find one of these and I'm hoping this is the one." I mean, just the way it turned out, like cars usually find me now and somehow this car found me. We are in White Rock, British Columbia. We're going to a condo complex where Bill lives, and apparently in the underground parking lot where it has sat unmoving and waiting for me for 15 years, give or take, maybe a little more.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, hey.
How you doing?
Found
nice to meet
it.
you. Yeah.
You must be
From the
Bill?
place. I am Bill.
Bill is the man that bought the Porsche Targa in 1981. So I sure hope it's as good as the pictures look,
No,
Bill.
it's going to be better than the pictures.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah,
That's
we just
what-
got to go down the driveway and it's right around the corner.
He showed it to his sister, but his sister didn't know how to drive a stick because it is a standard car. Bill bought it, and he has cherished it for over 40 years. Ooh, I see a car cover. Is that
So
it?
that's it right there.
Those are the Fuchs wheels, aren't they? Isn't that what they call them?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I said,
exactly. It's all original. It was owned by an old lady in California. So it's only been two owners, myself and the previous owner
Really?
was
So
the
I'd
third
be the
owner.
third owner.
you'd be the
I'm
third
hoping
owner.
I'm the third owner. Like I said, when I was 14, I remember I was into sports cars. I remember looking at the sports cars. I remember when the 71 Targa came out, and I said, one day, I'm going to own a Porsche Targa.
Well, 65 years now, and your dream's going to come true.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've only seen two in the last 55 years. And the first one was at Todd's auction. It was an ugly color combo. This was the second one, but it found me. I wasn't looking for it. I'm ready.
Ready? Okay, well, here it is.
In 1971, Porsche delivered a sports car that defied the times. The 911 Targa, born from safety regulations that threatened to kill the convertible. Engineers answered with a stainless steel roll bar, a lift-out roof panel, and a wraparound rear window. What was once a compromise became an icon. Powered by Porsche's air-cooled flat six, the Targa balanced everyday usability with track-bred precision. It was a car you could drive to the office on Monday, hammer down mountain switchbacks on Saturday, and still turn heads at the cafe on Sunday. Half safety car, half style statement. The 1971 911 Targa proved that rules can spark reinvention, and Porsche turned restraint into legend.
See, well, here it is.
Yeah.
So I'll peel her back.
Wow, what a nice color. What do they call that? Is there a name for that green?
It's considered Mercedes green.
Mercedes green.
I don't know why it'd be Mercedes green if it's a
Oh,
Porsche.
wow. Look at that, eh? Somebody leaned on it once, eh?
Yeah, the
Wow,
thing
I mean,
there.
like I said, it's 51 years old.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you and the first owner take really good care of it. Original rims.
Original
These
rims.
tires been sitting here with air in them for 20 years.
Yeah, I pump them up. I
Yeah,
got compressors,
yeah,
I make
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
and I move it back and forth just so it doesn't sit in the same
Wow.
spot. The only bad thing about it is this bin has been broken into a few times.
Really?
Yeah, like my vent window there got broken into, and the ignition.
Dirty, rotten. Somebody
Yeah,
tried
but-
to steal your car.
Yeah, somebody tried to steal it.
So they smashed the vent window, then they went in with a screwdriver and tried to jimmy the ignition. Just the vent window, the ignition cost me over $1,000. Porsche parts are not cheap. Did you have this one piece of chrome?
Yes, it's sitting in the front.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
We have everything for it.
Original upholstery.
Yeah, everything's original.
Well, let me try sitting in it. Like I said, I sat in one once at an auction, but I almost bought one last year. I mean, the odds are it's gonna fire up. He said it started to leak. That's why he parked it. Then they tried to steal it. They smashed the window, wrecked the ignition, and Bill just lost interest in it. And finally, somebody bucked up enough to pry it from it was almost a Charlton Heston car, from his cold dead hands, but pretty sure his wife was going, sell it, sell it, sell it. This comes off, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it definitely comes off.
Is it hard or is it a simple
there's
procedure?
two latches on the side, and just kind of pull the latches.
And
It's
I
been a
can
while
take-
since I popped it off, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
And where does this store after?
It's in the back seat.
Really?
Yeah.
So it just,
Yeah, it kind of it folds into the middle. It folds in. It kind of folds up.
oh, look, oh, that sounds like, this is how I buy cars, Bill.
Oh,
You hear that echo? You hear that echo? Clunk. I love that
That's
color. That's amazing. This is your engine compartment. This thing has air?
Yeah.
Really? Like, was that a common option in these?
You know what? I don't know, but when I've seen in some of the Porsche magazines, and some of them do.
Yep. I'd be taking that. Well, I wouldn't take it out, but I mean, it
Yeah.
it takes horsepower to run that.
Yes.
Because these things were what? I think they were 100, 125 horse. This one has the dual carbs, right? It was just before the fuel injection
That's
was
right.
stock.
That's right.
That's amazing. Like, look, all the stickers, all the decals are here. This thing's like a time warp. Wow. Have you ever thought of putting a whale tail on it?
No. That was kind of taken
Why
away
would
from
you? I know, but
it would take it away from it.
yes. Let's see if I fit, Bill. Okay, how do you lean the seat
I
back?
think the seats. It should, yes.
Hang on, how do you? Okay,
There should be a latch here, maybe.
but there's got. Oh, okay,
yeah, push it
there
in.
we go. Okay, let's just see. And you're a pretty short
It's
guy.
pretty low, so it's so you don't look as tall in there as you do.
Oh yeah, baby. 138,342.
Yeah,
Those are
that's all.
kilometers?
Yeah, those are miles per
Miles.
hour.
Okay, actually miles, yeah, because this was a California car.
yeah,
Well, that's not much for 50 years, 3,000 a year. So even if you drove a lot, you didn't drive it that much.
Not that much when I got it, no. Not as much as I wish I did. Yeah, as you can see the ignition, somebody showed that.
Oh.
You drive it to it, but it's,
Dirty, rotten bastard. Look at that, eh?
That's not a hard fix.
Wow, dirty bastards. Well, you must have storage insurance on this, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, is there any way you can keep the storage shirt on it until I get to my insurance place for a day or two?
for sure.
'Cause I don't want to drive, I just don't want to drive it
no,
back
no,
and
no.
so I get T-boned or something.
No, I'll make sure we keep it
Yeah,
insured.
wow. Red line's at 6,500. How many times did you have it to the red line, Bill?
A couple of times up in the interior in Whistler.
You've got the ball?
I think I was stolen from the vehicle when I got broken into.
Was
the
a shift ball.
The ball that's Porsche ball that sits on there.
Steering feels pretty tight. When was the last time this thing actually fired
It
up?
was running when I parked it.
Yep.
So, but because I haven't really, since it got broken into
You
in the
haven't
ignition, I stopped.
So what,
Turn ignition
10
off.
years, 15 years?
Yeah, I'd say probably 12 years.
Okay, I really like your car, Bill.
Good,
This
well, I'm
thing-
glad you like it.
It's just sick. I love American muscle cars, but
As you see, the dash is in really good shape.
well, I can't believe the upholstery. Like, these are original seats.
And I got a surprise for you in the hood, in the front there to show you too.
Wow, this is cool. I can't believe
I
it.
can't believe how you don't look that tall inside the vehicle. I was expecting to see your head come up to the.
Well, I mean, it's way low. I mean, I'm surprised you could see over the steering wheel, Bill.
Well, here's something that you don't see anymore. It's the bra for the front of the vehicle.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the original
That's
Porsche
all
bra.
original bra that came with the car.
No shit.
So like that, eh?
Yeah.
So if you want no bugs on your.
Yeah. This is a cool car. Okay, Bill, how much? I know you were talking, you weren't sure what you wanted. I mean, Bill, I've wanted one of these for 50 years. It's cool. Anyway, I'm just losing my shit over a car because it's cool. Everyone knows I'm a big soft marshmallow inside, big gruff tough rock scaler on the outside, but inside I'm just a little kid, and it was like getting my birthday, Christmas, and every other gift all wrapped into one. There it was right in front of me. He pulled back the car cover and there it was, just saying, wow. Anyway, I've wanted one of these since I was a kid. I can remember when I was 14 looking at pictures of Porsche Targas, and I said, one day I'm gonna own a Targa. And like I said, just the way I found out about this car through Dave was just like it was meant to be.
Right.
Last year we were at Red Deer, and there was a 72 with about the same mileage, but it was dark brown. I don't really like brown. So I mean, when it came up on the block, I sat on my hands. I just said, I didn't come here to buy a car, so I sat on my hands. It went for 42,000 plus 12%, so it was like 50,000, but it was running, but it was brown on brown. To me, it just, I mean, this green is just amazing color.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right?
And it sticks out. I mean, when you're on the road, people know you're coming.
Yeah, I mean, in 50 years, I've never had it. I mean, I bought thousands of cars. Okay, well, maybe 1,000. Yeah, probably at least 1,000 cars. I've never had a chance to buy one. So, I mean, and just the way, like me running into Dave and his cousin working for me and the whole story. And like I said, I sell him a car and he's driving out the driveway and he leans back. You know, anybody who wants a Porsche 911 Targa? Are you kidding me? And then I called you, so what do you want?
Whew.
I'm serious. Like I said, I'd love to take this car home.
I'd be happy with 50.
50? Ouch! It hasn't ran in 20 years.
Look, it brought tears to your eyes. So you know
I know,
it's
I brought tears. Look, I have $40,000 and it will be going to a very good home. I'm serious, I have $40,000.
So this is not something you're going to turn around, flip it? And,
I have no intention of ever selling this car. My kid will end up with this car, Bill. It's going to a good, I don't have to sell it.
Right.
Right, I told a couple people about this car and they said, let's go buy it and we'll flip it. I said, you can go f yourself. I'm not, I've been waiting 50 years to find one of these. I mean, I would love to take this car home today. And I'm serious, I have $40,000. But I know you said you wanted between 35 and 40. I know it's probably worth 50, but I mean, it will be going to an excellent home. I mean, and I'm not even gonna, right? I mean, who knows what I'm gonna find after 20 years.
Right.
But I mean, I'm willing to take it.
Yeah. You can see the body's in great shape.
Yes, like I said, I love the
engine,
paint color, engine. I mean, I'd take it home. I've got a buddy that works on European cars. Like he's got a 1959 Mercedes convertible.
Right.
His head right. He's an old Italian guy. I went to school with him, so all he's done is work on imports.
Okay.
He would lay his hands on this thing, and because I mean, it's got the whole car has to be gone through the brakes, the steering, the suspension.
You know, it does.
Right. I mean, I'm going to be dropping another 30, 40,000 on it, guaranteed. But I got $40,000.
Okay.
Thank you, Bill. It's just like I said, this car.
Well, it's going to go home, so I'm happy with that.
Well, I'm happy. It's an amazing piece. Let's put the roof back on it and
that?
get my trailer here before you change your mind. That car was meant to find me because the whole story was like a 25-year story of Robbie and his cousin. And I mean, the whole thing was just, you couldn't write a script that was that long, prolonged, and then the same happy ending. That car was meant to be mine.
So, Mike, what are your plans on getting the car out of here?
Well, I have a come along, because I'm not going to push it up there. I mean, it'd be, you know, my truck. Let me see if I got a tape measure, because I mean, easiest would be if I could back down here and we swing the trailer this way, even if I don't get the truck in. But I mean, I still got, let's go look at my truck.
All right.
Because I mean, I'm 6'4", 6'5". That's about 7'3".
Way to go. Full reach for me.
Yeah, well, not going for me. So 7'3", what does it say what the height is? They say 6'8". This is 6'8", but they give you 4 or 5 inches. I think I got a tape measure. Yeah, because I don't want to get stuck down. I'm pretty sure it'll fit, Bill. What do you think?
Yeah, it'll be pretty close.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll pull ahead and I'll try backing it down. And you just make sure that I'm not hitting. And it was like one of those Walmart ads. Start the car. I threw his wife the money and we started loading the car before he changed his mind. Yeah, if we can get it around the corner, we'll be laughing because I can't see anything.
All right, I got you in.
Am I gonna make it? I can't see. How's my roof looking?
So far, so good.
I think right about there,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there.
Okay, this trailer's pretty cool. Where does that thing weigh, Bill? When was the last time you gave yourself a hernia? Is it touching?
Yeah, I think we'll get it. Actually, a little bit more.
Well, here, let's get it over here first. I gotta come along to pull it up. I mean, basically the moving process was not that convoluted. We had enough bodies, we could just push it up. Okay, we need the exercise, right, Bill?
That's right.
Okay, let's see how easy it rolls. I'm gonna start cranking. Okay, now.
Slowly.
Oh, steer's easy. I'll just tie a rope on it, and then we'll just pull it up with a come along. Nice and slow.
Perfect.
Oh, this guy's gonna hate us. Where did I put that come along? I
There.
saw it yesterday.
Thank you.
Okay, there's a strap. Okay, there we go. Want to pass me that strap? Just the one end without that. Give me the other end. Let's see if I think should be good here. Yeah, good thing I got long arms, Bill, because you certainly don't. Okay, okay, that'll work. Hey, we're making TV magic here. We'll hook this to that, and I'll see where I gotta get to. Now, let it kind of go over to that far side first a bit, Bill, and then it'll straighten. You can straighten it out. Hopefully, we don't have to move it more than once. Load this the old-fashioned way, Bill. We're gonna earn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to rehook.
We'll put it in gear?
Yeah, put it in first gear. And I hate come-alongs. Okay, you can take it out of gear, Bill.
Hey.
Come on, baby. Come, baby, come. Okay. Bill, you want to put her back in gear? Right about there, I'm thinking. We just want a little bit of tongue weight on the trailer.
This is gonna be my last sit down in the car. There we go, we're in gear.
Bill, do you have the original keys?
I do.
Oh, I'll take those too, because maybe we can get the ignition cut to the key.
There it is.
Okay, I better go lock that up. Straps. What the hell do they tie Porsches down with, Bill? I have no clue. About 10 minutes. Okay, sorry for... I wouldn't believe a f***ing word I said. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Enjoy it.
Like I said, 50 years in the making this deal, and I'm happy. I'll send you pictures when I'm driving it with my hair in the wind. Okay, thanks again.
Take care.
Pleasure meeting you. It's not gonna hit the car, is it? No, okay.
Bye-bye, Colin.
Guess what's on the back of my trailer?
What?
A 1971 911 Porsche Targa.
Oh, look at you go.
I know. It's been parked for 20 years waiting for me.
So now you're going to the European scene or what?
Well, something that doesn't cost me $1 a mile. I mean, if I could go back to when I was 14 and looking at those car mags, I'd say, well, it took a while, but we got it. You know, 14, big dreams, small budget. And I remember looking at a Porsche Targa, said, oh, that's cool, roll cage, convertible, and said I never forgot about it. And there you go, 50 years later, one's on my trailer following me home like a lost little puppy. Think back to what your first dream car were. Leave a comment, check it out. And did you ever get it? That's the important question. I mean, it's okay to dream, but sometimes it's nice when the dream becomes a reality, no matter how long it takes. I mean, you can't turn back the clock on these yard cars, but you can sure stop your new car from becoming one of those yard cars. Somebody had taken the time to prevent the rust over the last 57 years, this car would still be in pristine shape and it would not require what we have to do to bring it back. It's way easier to prevent the rust than it is to repair it. That's why we crown everything. Creeps into the seams, actually displaces the water, and stops the rust from starting. Anti-seize, inhibits rust, displaces moisture, and lubricates, 4-in-1. Krown does a great job in helping to preserve the cars. Like I says, Krown makes these products. It's really simple. It stops the rust, displaces moisture, and if you don't act preemptively to stop it, your car is gonna rust. Check it out, Krown.